It's one of those quite cool but beautiful mornings in the UK today, and we begin to get a feel of autumn coming and colder nights. And there's those times when we are very aware that we're walking with the Lord, and things can be sometimes slippery, can't they? You know, in the winter here, you know, it's a cold night when there's frost and you start walking on the pavement and there's been a heavy frost, and the pavement, the sidewalk, as the Americans call it, it's very slippery. And I was looking at a verse, and this is from Psalm 73 verse 2. It says, "My feet had almost stumbled, my steps had well nigh slipped." You know, there's moments when, as a disciple, you're also aware that the path you're taking is slippery. You're not finding it easy to keep your grip. And I'm sure that was true for the disciples that Jesus had too. That they walked with him, and yet there's clearly times that they seemed to slip up, and then clearly times that they felt really unsteady on their feet in the direction they were going. And sometimes it was easy when they could follow Jesus and they could see what was happening. Other times they didn't really get the road he was travelling on. They didn't really understand why he was going to Jerusalem, and Peter rebuked him for saying that he was going to be crucified, and all those different situations that happened where maybe the path was not as easy and straightforward for them as you would imagine, especially being with Jesus and trying to understand the plan that was unfolding as they went along. So it says he appointed 12 that they might be with him and that he might send them out to preach in Mark 3 verse 14. And they were being trained up, so they were close to him and they were being with him, but it wasn't just like, oh, we're just going to stay with Jesus and it's going to be really safe here. We'll be watching him and we'll be supporting him and what he does, and it'd be great to be around some of the stuff happening. But he was equipping them, he was training them up, he was bringing them into a place that they could become mature and take ownership of things and be stronger. And a little child has to learn how to walk, how not to fall over, how to be strong on their feet and stable as they walk and as they run, and as they get stronger muscles and they get stronger coordination. Of course, they become more able to do that. It becomes second nature, and unless you've got the issues of age or disability, you usually don't take walking much with a thought. You just do it, and it just becomes a very automatic thing. And that's like the development of your walk with Jesus, that it becomes more second nature as time goes on. And then it's also sometimes you go through slightly more challenging parts of that walk. I've been doing a bit more walking recently, just trying to get a little bit fitter. I'm really aware I was a little bit unfit, really, and the more walking you do, more strength you get, the more it just doesn't feel such a challenge. But that's because my leg muscles are getting stronger, my general shape is getting better, and so sometimes the Lord will allow us to take walks that are difficult in order to strengthen us. So I pray today that you would be strong in your walk with God, that you would be with him. There'll be a real sense of being with Jesus and learning and being trained and equipped by him. And as you grow and develop, as you become stronger in your Christian walk, in that journey of discipleship, that you'd understand also the things that he's developing in you, and that you'll be able to watch his steps, even if they don't always make total sense. And as we all go on to maturity, step by step, that we'll be stronger. And as we face sometimes challenges too, uphill moments, things that feel like a real climb, that we'll be stronger as a result, and that we will continue to walk with him. And as we get developed in him, it wouldn't just be about being with Jesus only, but it'll be more than that too. It'll be about being with him and being equipped to represent him, equipped to be his disciples in the public realm, and live that life out. That doesn't mean that we sort of leave him. When Jesus left his disciples, he said, I'm going to send the Holy Spirit. So it's not like he, suddenly disconnects and allows us to do it all alone without any support or help, or without God being involved. That's not the case at all. But that we would be empowered by the Holy Spirit and dependent, strengthened, and equipped to go and do the things he's called us to do, because we've grown, because we have learned that way to walk in the Spirit, walk in God's strength and wisdom and direction, and be able to be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might. So I pray that for all of us today. Bless you.